Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulphur Blade. Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my content, and welcome back to Football Coach College Dynasty. So here we are, wrapping up our fourth season. We're going into the rivalry week against Ball State. Hopefully we can pull out a victory there, making us 6-6, getting us a bowl game, and winning that, and moving on to 7-6 to accomplish our athletic director's goal of winning at least 7 games in the season. However, it's looking pretty clear we're not going to get 4 interceptions in this game. I mean, it's possible we could get 4 interceptions in this game, but if we don't, we're not going to accomplish this particular bonus objective. However, if we do beat Ball State, we will get this main bonus objective, which is to defeat our rival, and that is a big chunk of cash. So we do definitely want to win this one for multiple reasons. Besides the big chunk of bonus cash, we also have much of our offensive recruiting on the line here against Ball State, as pretty much all of our offensive talent is watching this game. So let's jump in and hopefully beat our rival, Ball State. We seem to be favored. Alright, flip the coin. Tails, Ball State wins the toss. Ball State is elected to receive the ball. We will be kicking off. Alright, it's 2nd and 3, 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 7. Interception. Well, okay, there's 1 of 4. Could we get 3 more? Offensive coordinator wants to start off passing. I'm fine with that, but it's time to go back to the run. Okay, we're not getting anywhere on the run, so I guess we're kicking a field goal. Second and 6, 3rd and 4, 1st and goal, 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, touchdown, sadly. Offense doing nothing. Can our defense step up to the plate? 3rd and 11, 4th and 11. It's our ball. No, we're not going to let the QB run. Let the clock run out on the quarter. No end arounds right now. No back-to-back plays. Touchdown. Good deal. 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7. Punt return. Beautiful, beautiful. 53-yard run for our running back. And touchdown. 2nd and 8, 3rd and 8. Punt. And we're punting. 2nd and 9, 3rd and 7. Play action. Sure, why not? It worked. Touchdown. Okay, this game is starting to turn our way. 1st and 10, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 8, 1st and 10, 1st and 10, 2nd and 3, 3rd and 9. Return the punt. Let's get running. Oh, that was the second quarter. Okay, that's fine. Nice return. No QB running. $55-yard field goal. No. Third and 7, 4th and 7, punt. None of this QB running stuff. Punting again. Come on, offense. You haven't done anything in a while. That's better. Second and 10, 3rd and 3, 4th and 1. Turnover on downs? No, it was a punt. Okay. None of this QB running. And we're punting. Field positions battle is starting to turn here. They got a touchdown. And another punt. Can we run this game out? No QB sneaks. Let's get our running back a touchdown. There we go. Third and 10, 4th and 10. Successful 4th down conversion. 3rd and 4, 4th and 2. Turnover on downs. We win. Okay, so we got our big win. 239 yards rushing, 171 yards passing. Held them to 285 yards. Time of possession in our favor. All good. We did not get the necessary amount of interceptions, but you know, you can't get everything all the time. Can we salvage this season? Can we win the bowl game? Still yet to be seen. I mean, we're 6-3 in the conference. That's not a bad year. However, we're 6-6. So that means all of our non-conference games were losses, which is about right for us because we always schedule crazily hard non-conference games for ourselves. Right, we have some injuries, including our Studley kicker. We may not have our Studley kicker for the upcoming bowl game. Offensive lineman, 2 weeks. He should get that repaired before the bowl game happens. And our running back is now totally healthy. All right, we got people signing. Excellent. That's 2 offensive linemen. Kicker, I'm pretty sure it's going to be ours. Yeah. This QB is ours. Well, somebody tossed some nil at him. Wide receivers ours. Very, very nice gem. Good find here, this wide receiver. Offensive lineman, nobody's going after but us. Still a good find, I think. This guy's a little on the low overall, but he's got good potential, so hopefully he turns into something. Doesn't hurt to have him on the roster if we have the space. Can never have enough offensive linemen, right? Right. Anybody recovering? Our running back, but he's already stationed where he's supposed to be. We've got these offensive linemen. I guess we'll go look at the offensive line in the depth chart. It's looking very rough for us right now at offensive line, isn't it? I don't think we'll have the kicker back in time. .84 accuracy, 66 kick power, 76 accuracy, 70 kick power. More power, less accurate. Oh, it's a minor leg injury. Well, screw that. He's kicking. He's kicking on his injured leg. Alright, let's go to recruiting. Remove the targets. That leaves a handful of guys. We seem to be favored in all of them. Still, let's go by points ahead estimate, which puts these guys at the bottom. Okay, we spent a little bit of nil on recruits this year, so we'll need to remedy that in the off season. Bounce the bye week. Conference Championship week. Suppose we should actually look and see who is playing in the Conference Championship. Looks like Central Michigan, who we kind of expected, will be facing off against Buffalo. Buffalo's really had a hell of a year. I have to give them props for what they've pulled off this year. Conference Championship results. Central Michigan beat Buffalo. Okay. Playoff selection show. Let's reveal number 25. Arizona State. 24 is Miami. 23 is Auburn. 22 Stanford. 21 Georgia Tech. 20 is Illinois. 19 Nebraska. 18 Duke. 17 North Carolina. 16 UCLA. 15 Texas A&M. 14 Arkansas. 13 Cal. 12 is Rice. 11 Boise State. Interesting. 10 Oklahoma University. 9 Georgia. 8 USC. 7 LSU. 6 Michigan. 5 Notre Dame. 4 Oregon. 3 Ohio State. 2 Florida State. And 1 Alabama. Man, you know, these last 4 years, I've seen very little of Wisconsin in the top 25. Wisconsin's kind of struggling right now. I would love to get a job offer from them. Show playoff bracket and bowl invites. Boca Raton Bowl, huh? Well, a bowl's a bowl, right? We're facing Georgia Southern. They're a 3 prestige team. They look beatable. Looks like we could end the year on a high note. Congratulations, you've been invited to the Boca Raton Bowl. Players recovering from injury are an offensive lineman and a linebacker. All right, offensive line and linebacker. One week, 2 weeks. Two weeks. Okay, 2026 award ceremonies. So, Player of the Year, we got QB Henry Bolton for Florida State. Running back Braxton Davidson for Army. Interesting. QB Skylar Kane for Alabama. Running back Jacob Shanahan Shannon for Alabama. And QB Parker Teen for Massachusetts? UMass made it into... That's interesting. And sadly, Alabama. Alright, Defensive Player of the Year. Robert Costello, Alabama. Harrison Laurent, Georgia. Will Medina, Arkansas. Holden Nixon, Cal. And Michael Watson, LSU. Freaking Alabama. This game has terrible weighting in Alabama's favor. It feels like the game developer is a huge fan of Alabama. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Freshman of the Year. We got Copper Donahue for UMass. Jonathan Irvin, LSU. Derek Milligan, Michigan. Cornerback Ian Rudolph, Florida State. And Marcus Shaw, Michigan. 2 Michigan freshmen, huh? Derek Milligan. Coach of the Year, Diego DeLuca. In our conference, I want to see who was shit hot this year. You know who I'm thinking of. Their coach needs to be. Well, I guess Central Michigan's an okay pick. All-Americans. Highly doubt we'll see any All-Americans. Third team, maybe? No. Third team defense? No. Okay, what did we get for all conference? Saul Anderson, right there in the runnings for the top. So no first team defense. Our kicker was second team offense. Second team offense cornerback. Wow, 3 guys? Not a great year. Poor Miles. Didn't quite have that stellar of a career in college. Even though he turned into a hell of a kicker, didn't do much with it. Alright, has anyone recovered? We've got signings, evidently. We paid some nil for him. offensive lineman has recovered from injury. So we'll almost have a healthy offensive line. Almost. Going, well, actually, this is our front five. And they're all healthy. Well, that's nice to see. This guy's actually in the back three. Should leave one guy here. He can have an OC pitch ace. Wonder what's taking him so long to sign. Okay, rushing, we're going to run the ball, and we're going to stop the run. That's what we do. No adjustments to the game plan. Alright, we're not completely healthy, obviously, but healthier than we have been this season. Let's see if we can win a bowl game. Tails is the call. Tails it is. Georgia Southern wins the toss. They've elected to receive the ball. Play ball. Alright, 1st and 10. 1st and 10. 2nd and 3. Ouch. 1st and 10. 2nd and 9. 3rd and 9. We held them to a field goal attempt. Field goal made. Okay, they've shown up to play, it looks like. Have we? No. Okay. Really? What's the distance? 55. Turnover on downs. We held them. Good. Really, offensive coordinator? Well, I guess we got positive yards. Touchdown. Alright, we're ahead. 4th and 2. Come on, let's take control of this game. Ouch. Alright, we'll pin them deep. Change the play, inside run. 42-yarder. He is injured. It's good. We let them get a huge gain. 2nd and 7, 3rd and 7, 4th and 7. We held them to a field goal. Come on, offense. Oh. Intercepted. Great field position for them. 2nd, 3rd and 2, 1st and goal, touchdown. We are now down in this bowl game. Let's move that ball, offense. Come on. Punting. First and 10, 2nd and 8, 3rd and 8, 1st and 10, 2nd and 7, 3rd and 5. Okay, we got a minute. I want to go into the locker room on a high note, guys. Let's go. Hail Mary. It's a little early for that. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? Hello. Wide receiver Peyton Burks, 59-yard pass from QB Danny Rush. Touchdown. Come on, D. Let's get energized. Another big gain. Peyton Burks again. Touchdown. All right, Peyton Burks. You should be MVP of this game. .32-yard field goal made. Third and 4, 4th and 3. 3rd and 8. We're punting again. Fumble. Nice field position. We can't get anywhere. Does our injured kicker have the leg? He does. It must be his non-kicking leg that's injured. Another fumble by them. Good field position for us. Another field goal for our kicker. Ouch. Interception return for a touchdown. What is this? Oh. Bunting. Very nice. 3rd and 3. Interception. We're running that football. Okay, now we're going to kneel on it. Okay, we'll kneel on it. Let the clock run out on the game. 325 yards passing, 213 yards rushing. Good game for us. Finishing our season 7-6. We've accomplished our athletic director's goal, and we won our bowl game. So all in all, while not a great season, it's a season that checked all the boxes we need to check for the purposes of developing the team, getting the money in, etc. It's a solid year. Alright, some injuries. Oh well. Doesn't matter at this point. But we finished the season the number 8 yards per game, number 26 points per game. Defense. Fairly decent. Alright, we've got all of our recruits. No targets to go after. No plans to go after anyone further in this offseason. I'm happy with our commits as they stand. Not a bad off-season recruiting class. I'm happy with this. Everybody's B- or above. We got a few nice gems. All in all, some good finds. I think this wide receiver was a particularly good find. This linebacker was particularly decent as well. And the good thing for us is we're a young team, so we're going to be coming back stronger next year. Okay, Alabama won the national championship over Michigan. Sad to see. We've met our expectations. Fan base passion has not changed. And we've gained some coach integrity. Okay, looks like we've gained a level. We get 1 skill point to assign somewhere. And we earned a badge. Question is, where do I want to assign it? Training or recruiting? I think we're going to go with recruiting. A lot of recruiting badges this time around. Gunslinger recruiter? Nah. Limits the quarterbacks that I would have to target then. Don't want to do that. Zone coverage recruiter? Interesting, but not really. Defensive line recruiter? We're a 3-4. I don't find that as important. Big hitter recruiter? Sort of interesting. Cornerback recruiter. That might, of all the recruiting ones, that's probably the most interesting. QB miracle worker. All QB injuries are shortened by 2 weeks. One says I should almost take that because quarterback injuries are like season ending in a way. But right now I've got a pair of fairly decent QBs. I'm hoping the one QB surpasses our current starter. But our current starter had a pretty good year. So if he's a backup, he's going to be a solid backup. But we're not always going to have that situation. Sometimes we're going to be, one quarterback deep with a couple of scrubs behind him. And that QB miracle worker could really come in handy then. But I have this thing for development. But tight ends are not really a group I'm that important with developing. But I mean, we'd have running backs, offensive line, and now tight ends. We would be a offensive developing machine. I think we're gonna do that. Okay, offensive coordinator got 3 points. Put 1 in offense, 2 in recruiting. And what badge do we get for him? 6 linemen, all tight ends. Blast off wide receivers, 2 speed, and deep pass plays. Professor. Offensive practice focus bonuses are 20% more effective and gain +1 audible per quarter. QB whisperer. QB gets +2 arm strength and accuracy in game. Slippery. All skill players get +1 evasion and speed in game. VIP protection. Offensive line gains +3 pass blocking on 3rd and long. It's hard to ignore QB whisperer. Just flat makes the quarterback better. And defensive coordinator. No skill badge change, but 2 points to assign somewhere. I guess we're putting it into recruiting. He's becoming a heck of a defensive coordinator, that's for sure. Alright, save and advance. All of these guys currently have coach lock. I don't see a need to renegotiate them right now. So we're done here. Coach carousel. Have we been offered anything? Iowa State. Big 12. Kind of interesting. That would be an interesting program. But I just don't think it's a step in the right direction. I think it's another rebuilding program, and we've just kind of gotten this program here rebuilt to the point to where we're going to start to succeed. So why would I want to go rebuild again? Staying on current contract. We're going to retain our offensive coordinator, of course. And we're going to retain our defensive coordinator. Right, all good. Okay, 11 players graduating. Kicker is probably going to hurt the most. $87 of 85 scholarships. Interesting problem. Players transferring? No, I don't want to lose that QB. Goodbye, Nell. Freshman? No, I don't want to cut freshman. Sophomore? Nah. Gotta be some juniors here. Here we go. Redshirt junior offensive line. Projected depth chart 7. He's gone. A walk-on, huh? Pretty decent walk-on. Alright, I think that linebacker I was looking at. I evidently have to cut one more guy. 6th. Maybe you. Offensive line. Junior. D+ potential. Projected depth 6th. He's gone. That gets me at 85 of 85. We spent a fair amount of money this year for players and for convincing our backup quarterback to stay on the squad. Well, I say backup quarterback. I'm hoping he's going to be the starting quarterback, actually. Damn it, Windows. Don't you dare frickin' restart. One player from Northern Illinois has been selected in the draft. Really? Linebacker Isaiah Hinkle. Well, who would have thunk it? Excellent. Round 6, 15th pick. Excellent. Our scouts think that, huh? Well, I don't think he wants to play for us. I think he wants to play for Alabama. Alright. I'm just perusing this list for I don't know what reason. Am I blind here? Oh, he hasn't. This is a high school guy. He hasn't actually signed. That's why I'm blind. Okay. I'm looking at the transfers, or that's what I'm hoping to look at. So junior, sophomore, this is the top rated freshman out there, a wide receiver. Probably no chance of getting him. Next best. Brandon Murray, huh? Nope. Not gonna happen. Don't have any room for these guys if I were to even attempt to get them onto the roster. Freshman, A-, 5-star, wants to come to us. Oi. How do I ignore that? I can't. how much nil is this guy expecting? 1.35 million, huh? It's 1.35 million I really can't afford. Oh, I didn't assign a pitch. Oops. You can see how much I want this guy. I didn't even bother to assign a pitch. I mean, look, if we could get him for 400k, it would definitely be worth it. So let's go for it. Illinois wins. They were serious. They threw the nil at him. We actually weren't that far off. That is kind of too bad. Maybe if we threw 600k at him, we would have gotten him. Oh well. Resolve debt, stadium, spend to cover maintenance, facilities, spend to cover maintenance, college life, spend to cover maintenance, marketing, spend to cover maintenance, academics, spend to cover maintenance. What do we have left? 18 million. Very nice. I'm confused. We're at level 5. Level 6 would be 13 million. We can't afford level 6. We could afford academics. We could afford marketing. Could not afford college life. Academics. And the remaining goes into facilities. So we got an increase in facilities, we got an increase in academics. We got our nil budget back up to 5 million. Our coaching staff has been paid. Our prestige remains at 4. Okay. Boosters all staying the same. No realignment. Scheduling. Navy will pay us. All right, who wants to beat up on us for cash? Nebraska and Florida State. All right, Nebraska it is. Got our Navy game in here that will actually should pay us. Maybe Fresno State. They were 10-3. Nevada? Nevada looks more our speed. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay, advance to 2027. I don't know why I'm even looking at this. I don't tend to change anyone's positions ever, if ever. All right, the big one, off-season gains. This is what I look forward to all year, is to see good off-season gains. I hope. All right, nice to see an offensive lineman up there, strong. Running back definitely jumped up. Offensive lineman in the 80s, so we have at least 2 good offensive linemen going on. That's nice to see. Here's another offensive lineman up to 79. Okay. Danny Rush. Danny Rush refuses to get replaced as the starting quarterback. What is up with that guy? So where's Dickey at then? Huh? Wait, is Dickey not even our number 2 QB right now? I spent money to keep him around, and he's now the number 3 quarterback? Yo, really? You're a senior, though, where Dickey is a sophomore. I'm frustrated with your lack of advancing here, Dickie. Another solid running back. Nice. Is this the 4th offensive lineman? Yeah, I think so. So 5th offensive lineman at 76. Okay, much stronger offensive line this year. We were expecting that to be the case. Our fullback is doing all right. Right, 54 members of the squad are 70 or above. That is an increase over last year. We have a few 50s. No, we have 2 50s remaining. Okay. Any of these lower guys get some big gains? Yeah. Huh, look at this guy. Right, I think I'm liking what I'm seeing. Now the truth, we'll see now. QB play is definitely stronger this year, obviously. Offensive line is definitely stronger this year. Running backs actually stronger this year. Our offensive across the board is stronger this year. The defense is kind of what I want to see, get a look at here. Okay, QB situation looks okay. running back situation looks great. I'm okay with the wide receivers. They're serviceable. I think our tight end quality improved a little bit. Alright, he's a senior, he's a sophomore, junior, sophomore, junior. So 4 of our front 5 will be back next year. Nice to see. Kicker is going to hurt this year. Defensive line is pretty even, solid. Not as strong as I would like, but pretty solid. Senior, sophomore, junior, 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 freshman, young. Linebacker, senior, sophomore, junior, senior, sophomore, sophomore. Corners. 2 strong corners. Safety looks better this year. All right. $80, $79, $80, $81, $77 tackling. Quarterback play, 79, 83, 81, 78, 75 pass protection. So pass protection and tackling, which I think was the same problem with last year as well. Although the other skills seem to have gone up. With the exception of our field goal kicking. Our kicking game has definitely gone the way of the dodo. Alright, I'm happy with what I see. I think we're going to have a decent-ish year. Is there a way I can see... Not right now, huh? I wanted to look at other teams in my conference. Schedule? How's our rival looking? Not really any comparison being able to be made right now. Fine, so be it. Okay, so this has been another episode of Football Coach College Dynasty. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please smash that like button, consider subscribing, and until next time, all, peace.